Lopes Manufacturing is a manufacturing company that requires an internal security program which can use a security roadmap for a guide. My name is Micaela Rodriguez, and I will cover the purpose of planning for security, the importance of technological literacy, the design of a security roadmap, as well as how to maintain it, the best practice for it, how to monitor and control it, and the security principles it has. The purpose of this is to create awareness regarding breaches like the one that happened at Clorox from Scattered Spider. Scattered Spider is an e-crime cybersecurity attack group that uses social engineering tactics to acquire information. And Clorox was breached, causing their automated systems to go offline and leaving a loss of 25 million, which was spent to pay for the repairs. It is expected that by the year of 2025, cybercrime will cost the world $10.5 trillion just in cybercrime. It is good to know, especially when an organization wants to be good at position according to their competitors, which breaches and vulnerabilities can sabotage. Cybersecurity can be approached proactively and reactively. Proactive approaches involve actionable and preventive measures, while reactive involve responding to incidents and potential attacks. It is important to understand the flaws and gaps in security to remediate them. For this, you need a deep understanding in various terms and technologies, such as programming languages, to understand concepts of how to develop, implement, and maintain security aspects. For example, architects and infrastructure designs need knowledge in software development, database management, network architecture, and general cybersecurity concepts, as well as cloud and computing, to design the most secure networks and infrastructures with the available tools they have. To do this, IT experts use a roadmap design to plan out the goals and objectives around security. Usually, a roadmap design contains an assessment of the environment to identify the environment's current security strengths and weaknesses or vulnerabilities. Next, the goals are established around the SMART guide, and this is used to define the goals and the specific as to what and who will be involved, goals that can be measurable regarding how much they will cost, goals that are achievable in terms of how they will be accomplished, goals that are relevant and there are reasons to why they are even a goal, and something that is time bound to a time frame. Then, based on these goals and specifications, the plan can be began by the IT team. However, even after the roadmap is implemented, it still needs to be maintained. Maintenance can range from software updates to incident response. Updates can include keeping operating systems up to date, applications, and software also up to date. Patch management is another way of maintaining systems by applying patches and fixes on vulnerabilities, as well as performing security audits to identify weaknesses and ensure that they are patched and well with compliance. Also, backup and recovery is a form of maintaining the environment, which ensures that there are backups in case of a failure. As mentioned, incident response can be implemented to prevent, mitigate, and recover from security breaches. Even with all of this, there are additional best practices and frameworks that can be incorporated within a security roadmap, such as training users in security topics and keeping them informed to be wary about attacks directed towards them, like phishing attacks, and how to react to them, as well as keeping them informed in general cybersecurity topics. Additionally, BYOD or bring your own device can be banned to prevent from vulnerabilities from entering the network through that form. Additionally, following frameworks like the NIST framework, which can guide the organization with carrying out a security program, can also be implemented. This is done by dividing the practices in 5 categories for ensuring security: identifying things like vulnerabilities and protecting from them, as well as detecting them through detecting intrusion or attacks and responding to these attacks, and, if necessary, recovering from breaches. All of this is based around what could be considered the pillars of cybersecurity, which is the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is about ensuring that sensitive information is only accessed by authorized parties, from which other concepts are derived, such as authentication and authorization. Authentication is about verifying the identity of a user, and authorization is about defining the permissions of users. A common security failure attached to this is unauthorized people accessing something that they should not be accessing. Next, integrity is about verifying the accuracy and reliability of data. Non-repudiation is a concept that is used to hold the users accountable for every action that they perform in a system. A common security failure to this is when data is modified or written by someone that should not have access to it. Availability is ensuring that systems and data are available when they are needed. Defense in depth is a concept that is used to mitigate risk. A common failure of this presents itself as data breaches and denial of service attacks. To keep track of changes and steps taken throughout the roadmap, monitoring and control mechanisms can be in place, some of which include continuous monitoring through the implementation of tools and processes that collect logs. This can be used to implement intrusion detection systems and identify vulnerabilities. This can also be used to implement incident response, which develop plans and address security. And finally, implement regular audits that can be performed over the system to assess the security and ensure the company is good standing with compliance and effectiveness. For further information, visit the resources. Thank you.